Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. A person walks from point A to point B and then returns to point B by running at a faster pace. So initially the person walks from point A to point B, and we'll assume that the time required to walk from point A to point B is W, and then he returns to point B by running, and we will assume that the time for running is R. The total time taken for the to and fro journey is 7. So this total is 7. He could have reduced the total time by 3 hours if he had run both ways. So if he is running both ways, from A to B he'll take R hours, and to return also he'll take R hours, and like this he could have reduced his time by 3 hours. So he'll take 3 hours less than 7, he will take only 4 hours. Now the question is, what would have been the total time in hours if he had walked both ways? Now here you have R plus R is equal to 4, or 2R is equal to 4, or R is equal to 2. So we'll just substitute this value here. W plus R is equal to 7, R is equal to 2. So W plus 2 is equal to 7, or W is equal to 5. What would have been the total time in hours if he had walked both ways? So from A to B he'll take W hours, then for returning also he'll take W hours. So that will be 2W, that is W is 5, so 2 into 5 is 10 hours. So if he had walked both ways he would have taken 10 hours, option B. A bus usually travels at 80 kilometers per hour. So speed of the bus is 80 kilometers per hour. However, due to stoppages to pick up people, it can cover only 60 kilometers in an hour. So every hour it will actually do only 60 kilometers. Now the question is, how much time is spent for stoppage every hour? Now here it is mentioned, it actually covers only 60 kilometers in 1 hour. So first we'll find out the time required for the bus to do 60 kilometers. Distance by speed gives you time. Now actually it does only 60 kilometers in 1 hour. So distance that it has to do is 60 divided by speed of the bus is 80. So this is the actual time required to do 60 kilometers, and this is the time in hours. Now here you can see answers are given in minutes. So we will convert hours into minutes, and to convert hours into minutes you have to multiply by 60. So this is the time in minutes that it requires to do 60 kilometers. I'll cancel out the zeros here. Here I'll just split it up into factors. So 6 is 3 into 2. 60 is 15 into 4. 2 and 4 I'll cancel with 8. So what we have is 3 into 15 gives you 45 minutes. So to do this 60 kilometers, actually it requires only 45 minutes. So remaining 15 minutes will be stoppage time. So how much time is spent for stoppage every hour? 15 minutes. So option C, 15 minutes. A bus usually travels at 40 kilometers per hour. So speed of the bus is 40 kilometers per hour. However, due to stoppages to pick up people, it can cover only 30 kilometers in an hour. How much time is spent for stoppage every hour? So although it can travel at 40 kilometers per hour, it actually does only 30 kilometers in 1 hour. So first we'll find out the actual time it requires to do this 30 kilometers. Distance by speed gives you time. So we'll find out the time required for the bus to do 30 kilometers. So distance is 30 and its speed is 40. So this is the time required for the bus to do 30 kilometers and this is the time in hours. Now answers are given in minutes. So we'll convert hours into minutes. You have to multiply by 60. I'll just simplify this. I'll cancel out the zeros. 4 divides 15 times. So 3 into 15 gives you 45 minutes. So actually the bus requires only 45 minutes to do this 30 kilometers. And it does only 30 kilometers in 1 hour. That is in 60 minutes it actually does only 30 kilometers. And to do this 30 kilometers it requires only 45 minutes. And remaining 15 minutes will be stoppage time. So the question is how much time is spent for stoppage every hour? 15 minutes, that is option C. A train can complete a journey in 8 hours. If it had travelled 6 kilometers faster, it could have completed the journey in 6 hours. What was the original speed? Now you have the basic formula, distance by speed gives you time. Now here it is mentioned a train can complete a journey in 8 hours. So we'll just substitute into here. We will assume that the distance is d and the speed is s. And the time required is 8 hours. So this is the first equation. If it had travelled 6 kilometers faster, it could have completed the journey in 6 hours. I'll just represent that data here. Distance is same d, and if it had travelled 6 kilometers faster, if the speed is s plus 6, then it could have completed the journey in 6 hours. Instead of 8 hours, now it requires only 6 hours. So these are the two equations that we have. Now the question is what was the original speed? Now from these two equations we can calculate the original speed s. Now here d is equal to 8s. Here d is equal to 6 into s plus 6. Now what we need to find out is the original speed s. So we can equate d and we can calculate the value of s. Here d is equal to 8s. Here d is equal to 6 into s plus 6. So from this equation we can calculate the value of s. So 8s is equal to 6x plus 6 into 6, 36. I'll bring 6s to this side. So 8s minus 6s is 2s. 2s is equal to 36 or s is equal to 36 by 2, 18. So the original speed s is 18 kilometers per hour. What was the original speed? 18 kilometers per hour, option D. A person can complete a journey in 5 hours. If he had travelled 3 kilometers faster, he could have completed the journey in 2 hours. What was his original speed? Now you have the basic formula, distance by speed gives you time. Now here it is mentioned a person can complete a journey in 5 hours. So we'll just represent that data here. Distance we'll take it as d and the speed I'll take it as s. And the time required is 5 hours. Next it is mentioned if he had travelled 3 kilometers faster, he could have completed the journey in 2 hours. So distance is same d and if he had travelled 3 km per hour faster, if his speed is s plus 3, then he could have completed the journey in 2 hours. Instead of 5 hours, it will now take only 2 hours. Now the question is what was his original speed? So from these two equations we can calculate the value of s. S is the original speed. So here you have d is equal to 5s. And here you have d is equal to 2 times s plus 3. Here d is equal to 5s. And here d is equal to 2 into s plus 3. So from this equation we can calculate the speed s. So 5s is equal to 2s plus 6. So I'll just bring to this side. So you will get 3s is equal to 6 or s is equal to 2. And s is the speed. So what was the original speed? That is s is equal to 2 kilometers per hour, option C. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only Rs 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of Rs 200 either through Google Pay or through Phone Pay or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.